Imagine this, a group of 9 experienced hikers set out to conquer the icy slopes of the Ural Mountains in Russia, only to never return. This isn't the premise of a gripping thriller or a chilling horror flick. This is the real, bone-chilling account of what is known as the Dyatlov Pass incident. The year was 1959. 9 hikers, all well-versed in the demands of the Russian wild, embarked on a journey to scale the treacherous peaks of the Ural Mountains. They were young, full of determination and brimming with adventurous spirit. The world they knew was far behind them, the mountainous wilderness ahead. Their journey was supposed to last only a few days, a week at most. Little did they know they were venturing into the unknown, stepping into a mystery that would baffle the world for decades to come. And so the journey began, with no one aware of the chilling mystery that was about to unfold. On January 25th, 1959, the group set off on their expedition, led by the experienced mountaineer Igor Dyatlov. They were a tenacious team of 9, all students from the Ural Polytechnic Institute, robust and well-versed in the rigors of the outdoors. Their objective was simple, yet ambitious: to reach the peak of Otorten, a mountain in the northern Urals. Their journey began full of promise, their spirits high, their resolve unshakable. The team's initial progress was steady, their path charted meticulously. Each day was filled with the crunch of snow underfoot, the crisp, biting air, and the camaraderie that comes with shared adventure. They documented their journey with photographs and diary entries, a testament to their spirit of exploration. Yet, as the landscape grew more desolate and the weather more harsh, challenges arose. The unforgiving wilderness tested their mettle, their survival skills, and their unity. However, as the group ventured further into the unforgiving wilderness, the future took a sinister turn. On February 1st, they began their ascent of the mountain, but soon after, they vanished without a trace. This was the last time anyone saw the group alive. They'd set out to conquer the harsh, unforgiving slope, but the mountain had other plans. The blizzard of confusion and mystery swept them away, leaving nothing but a chilling silence in its wake. The initial search efforts were frantic, as loved ones and authorities scoured the snow-capped landscape for any sign of the missing trekkers. Days turned into weeks, and still there was no trace of them. The authorities were baffled, the families distraught. The mountain, it seemed, had swallowed the group whole. Then, on a bleak day in late February, a search party stumbled upon a site that would haunt them forever. An abandoned camp, desolate and eerily quiet. The tent, their only refuge from the relentless Siberian cold, was found half-torn and covered in a thick layer of snow. It was as if it had been violently ripped open from the inside, a desperate escape perhaps. But from what? The questions only multiplied. Scattered around the campsite were footprints, some barefooted, others wearing only a single shoe, all leading away from the tent and disappearing into the vast white wilderness. It was a sight that sent shivers down the spines of even the most seasoned mountaineers. They were footsteps that told a tale of fear and desperation, a hurried escape in the dead of night from an unseen terror. The campsite, abandoned and desolate, was a silent testimony to the terrifying ordeal the group must have endured. It was a chilling tableau of a struggle against an unknown force, a fight for survival that ended in tragedy. The items left behind suggested a hasty departure, half-eaten meals, scattered gear, and personal belongings left in disarray. The campsite, discovered in tatters, whispered of a horrific incident that had befallen the group. The mountain, once a symbol of adventure and challenge, now stood as an ominous monument to their mysterious disappearance. The Dyatlov Pass had claimed its victims, and the secrets of their demise were buried deep within its icy grasp. The search party was not prepared for the gruesome scene they would soon encounter. Imagine their shock when they stumbled upon the first 2 bodies lying under a pine tree near the edge of a forest. They were shoeless, dressed only in their underclothes, as if they had rushed out into the freezing cold. As the search continued, 3 more bodies were found, including that of Igor Dyatlov, the group's leader. Curiously, these bodies were found scattered in the direction of the abandoned campsite, as if they were trying to return. What could have caused them to flee in the first place, and then attempt to return in such severe weather conditions. The remaining 4 bodies were discovered 2 months later, buried under 4 meters of snow in a ravine further from the campsite. Unlike the others, these bodies were fully clothed, and some even wore clothing taken from those who had died earlier. The scene was nothing short of disturbing, but the strange circumstances didn't end there. Medical examinations revealed that 3 of the hikers had fatal injuries, including major skull damage and chest fractures. Oddly enough, there were no external wounds associated with these injuries, as if they had been subjected to a high level of pressure. Notably, one of the women had her tongue missing, a detail that has sparked countless conspiracy theories. Initial theories about their deaths were as varied as they were strange. Some suggested they were attacked by local tribesmen. Others speculated about a possible avalanche. Yet none of these theories could explain all the peculiarities. The lack of footprints from anyone else, the absence of signs of struggle, the high radiation levels found on some of the clothing. The more the investigators delved into the incident, the more baffling it became. Each piece of evidence seemed to contradict the other, and no single theory could comprehensively explain what had happened that fateful night. The mystery deepened, leaving more questions than answers, and so the Dyatlov Pass incident remains one of the most chilling, unsolved mysteries of the last century. An investigation was launched, but the deeper they dug, the more puzzling the case became. With no immediate explanation for the tragic end of the hikers, investigators were left to unravel a knot of enigmatic clues. The most bewildering discovery was the lack of external injuries on the bodies. It was as if some invisible force had wreaked havoc on them from the inside. Yet, their internal organs bore the brunt of brutal damage, akin to what one might sustain in a horrific car crash. This stark contrast between the outside and the inside of the bodies left the investigators scratching their heads. Then there was the bizarre state of the bodies. Some were found undressed, almost as if they had rushed out of their tents into the freezing cold night. What could have possibly driven them to such desperation? Others had made makeshift attempts to climb trees or build a fire, indicating a frantic struggle for survival against an unseen adversary. But the strangeness did not end there. When the bodies were examined, traces of radiation were found on their clothing. Where could such radiation have come from in the middle of the Ural Mountains? It was a question that added another layer of perplexity to the already baffling case. And then there were the eyewitness accounts, reports of glowing orbs seen in the sky near the time of the incident. But these accounts were largely dismissed, lost in the sea of speculation and conjecture that surrounded the case. In the end, the more the investigators delved into the case, the more elusive the truth seemed to become. Each new finding only served to further confound them, adding more questions than answers. Theories abounded, from secret military tests to extraterrestrial encounters, yet none could fully explain the disturbing facts of the case. Despite various theories, the truth behind the incident remained shrouded in mystery. The Dyatlov Pass incident, a chilling tale of 9 hikers who ventured into the wilderness only to succumb to a fate that continues to defy explanation to this day. Over 60 years later, the Dyatlov Pass incident continues to perplex researchers and enthusiasts alike. It's a riddle wrapped in a mystery inside an enigma, a chilling tale that has endured the test of time, refusing to fade into the annals of forgotten history. The fascination with this case is as enduring as the mystery itself. It has spawned books, documentaries, and countless online forums where armchair detectives and seasoned investigators alike gather to dissect every minute detail. It's not just the eerie circumstances that captivate us, but the human element too. The young hikers, full of life and adventure, unknowingly walking into their doom. In the realm of speculation and conjecture, theories abound. Some are grounded in the rationale, others veer into the realm of the supernatural. There's the avalanche theory, suggesting a sudden and catastrophic snowslide overwhelmed the unsuspecting hikers. Then there's the theory of infrasound, a low-frequency sound that can induce feelings of dread and fear, causing the group to panic and flee. And of course, there are theories that point to something otherworldly, be it cryptic creatures or extraterrestrial visitors. Yet despite the multitude of theories, a definitive explanation remains elusive. Each theory, when scrutinized, unravels under the weight of inconsistent evidence or lack of corroborating facts. Moreover, the Russian government's reopening of the investigation in 2019 only served to add more fuel to the fire of speculation, with their conclusion of an avalanche being met with widespread skepticism. The enduring mystery of the Dyatlov Pass incident serves as a stark reminder of our inherent fascination with the unknown. It's a testament to our insatiable curiosity, our relentless pursuit of truth, and our innate need to make sense of the seemingly senseless. It's a story that continues to captivate, to intrigue, and to haunt us. In the end, the Dyatlov Pass incident remains one of history's most chilling unsolved mysteries, a haunting tale of adventure turned nightmare.